to day 4 of the Declutter Challenge, and today we're going to be decluttering our phones. So our phones are a big part of our lives, right? I use mine for my alarm clock, my calendar, to take all the videos, to set reminders for myself. It's just like without my phone, I really feel a little bit lost, which means there's lots of clutter on my phone that can actually be set free now. So the first thing I want you to do is to delete the apps that you no longer use. So I like to download quite a lot of apps, especially maybe photo editing apps, and I try out, and actually I never use them, or I don't like them, or I don't like the way that they function, and they're clunky, and they'll just sit on my phone. But actually I can just delete them. Like, I've got apps that I go to all the time and use, and apps that I hardly ever use. So I want you to do the same. Go through your phone and check out all the apps that you're actually using and help you in your life, and delete the ones that aren't helping you. Then what I want you to do with your apps is to actually organize them on the home screen of your phone. So it's when you unlock your phone, that's the first screen that you see. The apps that you use most frequently should be on that, right? And they shouldn't necessarily be in a folder, because the more that you have to tap and press and to click through, like, that's a few more steps that is actually necessary. So if you know that you use WhatsApp all the time, it should be really easily accessible. If you use your camera all the time, it should just be a flick on, camera on, take the photo. So organize your phone in the way that it's the most functional and quickest and easiest to use for you. And then I want you to put all the other apps into folders. So I've got a folder for abundance. I've got a folder for travel. I have a folder for notes. I have all these different folders, and it's all these random apps that I put into there that all have the same theme. So it's easier for me to find them. So that's like a little bit of cleaning up and decluttering on the phone. Next, I want us to download all the photos on our phone. So currently, and I want you to check, excuse me, I want you to check. I currently have, let me see, yes, 1,322 photos on my phone. How many do you have on your phone? So go and check it, and it might be time to download those photos, save them up. Maybe you need to keep a few, that's totally fine, but I can guarantee you most of them you don't need to keep, and they're just like happy snaps or selfies you were taking that can actually be stored away right now. So go and do that right now, download your photos. The same with music. I want you to go through your music and change around the music that you don't actually use and that you don't listen to, and maybe put some new music. It's the same like we did on our computers. Remove voice memos. So I take a lot of voice memos to remind me to do things, or I record my meditations on there, or my yoga classes, and then I actually never use them. I always think that I will, but I don't. So it's time to clear those voice memos off your phone as well. And then a little bit of like preparation, and it goes back to productivity, is I want you to take off your notifications for the apps. So Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, all these notifications, remove them. You don't need to have the external influence always being like, I want your time, or I want your time, answer me, right? That makes us feel stressed internally. So I want you to remove the notifications and see how you feel about that. It's a great thing to journal and see how you feel about removing the notifications. Do you feel like you really need to know when somebody's like Facebooked you or messaged you or commented on your photo or commented on your Instagram photo, right? It's like this need to be loved. And we don't actually need that, because you are loved. So turn off your notifications. I want you to go through your phone contacts, and I want you to go through and delete the ones you don't need anymore. I moved countries a lot, so I would spend 2 years in one country and then move, and every 2-3 years I'd be moving. And I have all these phone contacts from like, oh, Byron Bay, oh, South Africa, oh, England, right? And do you know what? I don't actually phone these people anymore. And because of Facebook, I actually have my friends on Facebook. So if I need to talk to them, then I send them a message and be like, oh, hey, what's your number? I'm in town, So I did this last month. I decluttered my phone contacts, and I deleted 823 phone contacts from my phone, and I haven't missed a single one of those ones that I deleted. So you can imagine how big my phone contact list was. So I want you to go through your phone contacts and start deleting it. There's a great app which for Apple iPhones that I'll link you to, where you can like bulk delete phone contacts. So I'll link that for you, and Android or other phone users. Sorry, I don't use you, so I can't help you out, but see what you can do. Otherwise, do it manually, one by one, deleting. And finally, I'm going to talk about the way that we use our phones at night, and it's just a little bit of a tip and advice, is I challenge you to turn your phone onto airplane mode at night so that there's no notifications popping up during the night, and you stop the EMF radiation and frequencies coming, and that when you wake up in the morning, and if you use your phone as an alarm clock, which I do, I don't see all these notifications, so I don't start my day with other people's agenda and other people's wants for me. I start my day the way I want to start. So it's a nice little ritual I do. I turn my phone onto airplane mode at the end of the day when I'm crawling into bed, exhausted and tired, and I try not to look at Facebook the last thing before bed because that's not conducive to sleep. And it's on airplane mode, and then when I wake up in the morning, I can do whatever I need to be doing. My most productive things I do in my morning without being disturbed from other people. So I want you to share how many phone contacts you have deleted from your phone into the Facebook group, and you can take a screenshot and share it into the Facebook group, how many people you've gotten rid of. And if you're feeling guilty about it, just do the whole Pono technique. Say, thank you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, but you're gone. Till tomorrow, much love.